All right, we are here at the NCS OC Grand Slam Tournament, 10U tournament, and we're about to face off against Harlan Baseball, who we faced in our last tournament in the semifinal and barely squeaked out a 2-1 win. So this should be a great game. All right, so Grit did pull off a win in their first game. I heard they came out a little bit flat, but they somehow pulled off a win. I unfortunately couldn't be here to film because I was managing my daughter's softball team, Reagan. So I had to finish that game and jam down here to Fullerton from Apple Valley as quickly as I could. So here we are. Let's have a great game, Grit and Harlan Baseball, and we'll see what happens. This is the second game of pool play, and Grit did win, I think, 7-3 in the first game. However, there are 23 10U teams in this tournament. So the brackets are going to be quite interesting since you're only playing 2 pool play games. Let's have a great game, Grit. Here we go. Clayton Gilmer, right? The Ogre starting us off on the mound. Let's go, Grit. All right. Player shows bunt and takes strike 1. Rocco playing well over in the left center here. The 1-2. And that's going to be strike 3 and 1 out. Good job, Clayton. Good job, Grit. New batter, the 0-0 pitch. That looks like it missed down. All right, Clayton delivering the 3-2. And that's going to be ball 4 and put the man on base there for Harlan Baseball with 1 out. Clayton with the man on first, 1 out. 0-0 pitch, swing and a miss. We got to throw over there to first, but the runner is back safely. Good try, boys. Way to start this batter off, Clayton. All right, here comes the 0-1. Nice little slide step. Runner's going, and he's going to be safe there at second base. Nice pick there, Mason Herrera. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Misses down and gets by Mason Doyle, who's catching. And that's going to be a runner on third now with 1 out. The 2-2. Oh, I'm sorry, the count was 3-2, and that's going to be ball 4. That's going to put a man on first base with the runner on third and 1 out. Clayton now trying to find it here, working with 1 out, first and third. The 0-0 pitch. Misses high. Oh. I missed that. They did try a little trickery there. Fake to second, throw to third, but all runners are safe. It's going to be second and third now. The 1-0 count. 1-0. That is hit in the air. And dropped. Oh no. That is going to score a run. And the batter will end up on second base with 1 out. Alright, so we have 1 out, and I believe the score is 1-0 now. Clayton's going to miss low. Once again, 2-2 here. And that's going to be strike 3. Exactly what Clayton needed. Alright, now we got 2 outs. Second and third here. Clayton working. Starts off with the ball low in the dirt. Runner's going. And he's going to be safe. So that's going to make the score 2-0 here in the top of the first. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That is hit on the ground and fielded by second base. Josiah to first. That is going to be 3 outs. But there was some damage done. I believe the score is 2-0 Harlan Baseball after the top of the first. So Grit is going to have to go out there and try to score some runs. Let's go. All right. Now we have the bottom of the first. We've got Mason Herrera, Sugar Rush. We call him Sugar Rush leading off. The 0-0 pitch. And he hits one good. And that's going to get down in left field. And he is going to have himself a base hit to lead off the game in 1 pitch. Great job, Mason Herrera. All right, we've got Jax here hitting second. He's going to look at the first one. And Mason Herrera is going to steal second base. The 1-0 delivery. And that is hit well. And that is snagged by the left fielder. What a play. Great play, number 42. Great play. Tip your cap, Jax. That's all you can do. All right, now we've got Mason Doyle up. The 0-0 pitch. It's going to miss outside. The 2-0. And he hits that in the air. It's in no man's land. It does get down. And Herrera's going to make it to third base there. So Doyle comes up with a little... Ball thrown away. All right, so Doyle comes up with a little base hit blooper. In no man's land, he is able to take second base on that throw around a little bit, but Herrera's still at third base, and Eden looking to score some runs. So we got Big Poppy, Eden, up with 1 out, second and third. And he looks at ball 1. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And Eden hits that into the ground. It is fielded but dropped. They're going to get him at 1. But that's going to score a run. And now Jax, who's running for Doyle, is going to be at third base. And I may have missed something there. That might not have scored a run. I don't think it did, actually. So now we need a base hit out of Josiah. It's going to miss outside. Here comes the 1-1. And that is hit hard. Knocked down by third base, but not handled, and Josiah's going to have himself an infield single and score a run there, making the score 2-1 Harlan baseball. That brings up Eli, the kid who hits that far, and it's going to get over the head of the right fielder. Eli's going to pull into second base there. Or Levi, I'm sorry, Levi is going to pull into second base there. And that is going to score the 2 runs that were on base and make the score 3-2 Grit. Great hit, Levi. That is going to bring up Austin. Austin sees the 0-0 pitch and does swing and foul that one off. Yeah, foul. The 2-2. And Austin does hit that on the ground to shortstop, who bobbles it. And Austin's going to beat that out. And Levi is going to sneak home, scoring another run, making the score 4-2 Grit. And that's going to bring up my 9-year-old son, Rocco. Rocco struggled a little bit the first game, so looking to break out here to this second game this afternoon. He looks at a ball. And Austin just barely beats one out here. Sorry, I just had a ball laying near me from somewhere. Some kid's warming up. Here comes the 3-0. And that's going to be ball 4. So Rocco is going to earn himself a walk there. And we are going to have Clayton. Yep, Clayton coming up. All right, so first and second, 2 outs. Clayton up, trying to do some more damage here. Looks at ball 1 up. The 1-1. And that is hit hard. And that's going to get down in the gap. Rocco is rounding second, heading for third. Austin heading home. And the ball's in at second base. That's going to score another run. Great hit, Clayton, making the score 5-2 Grit. All right, so now we got Mason Herrera. We call him Sugar Rush, looking for an 0-0 delivery. Runners on first and third with 2 outs. And the 0-0 is called a strike. Clayton's going to take second base, put the runners on second and third. Get the 0-1 coming up here. The pitch. And that is hit in the air. Maybe over, yeah, that's going to be over the head. And that's going to score 2, it looks like. Clayton coming home, and he's going to be safe. And Mason Herrera is going to pull into second base. And that's going to score 2 more runs, making the score 7-2 US Grit. Great job, Mason. So that is going to bring up Jax here. They call him Jax the Axe. And he hits a ground ball, which is fielded and thrown to first. And that's going to be 3 outs. So good job, Grit. Good play there, second base. Let's go see if we can get some more outs. All right, here we go. Top of second, Clayton still pitching. Trying to put up some zeros. The name of the game for a high seed here, and that's going to be a strike, is to allow the fewest runs and win both of your games. With 23 teams in this tournament, there's likely to be more 2-0 teams than there are spots in the top bracket. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be strike 3. And that's going to be 1 out here on the top of the first inning. All right, second batter here in the top of the second inning. And the 0-0 pitch does miss low. That's going to be a ball. And it looks like Mason took that off the arm, and it did not feel good. So after a quick break there, Mason is okay. He's a tough young man. There's the 2-2 pitch from Clayton. And that is hit in the air. And then he's going to be out at first base. Great play. Jack's there in right field. Charges that, digs it out of the dirt, and throws him out at first base. Great job. All right, here with 2 outs, Clayton delivering to the third batter of the inning, 0-0. And that's going to miss high, making the count 1-0. And here comes another payoff pitch, the 3-2. And that is hit on the ground to shortstop and bobbled, thrown to first, and not handled. He's going 2, but he's going to be safe there. So now we do have a runner on second with 2 outs. Clayton still delivering, and that's going to be ball high. The 1-1 delivery, and that is hit past first base, but thrown, and he's going to be out anyway. Great job, Jack's making 2 outs from right field there on balls that weren't caught in the air, and the score's going to stay 7-2, I believe. Grit going into the bottom of the second. All right, here we're at the bottom of the second. Mason Doyle is leading off. Here we go, Mace Dog, the 0-0 pitch. And he hits that well, and that is going to get into center field. And that's going to be a base hit to start us off. Great job, Mason. Excellent piece of hitting there. I almost missed that pitch. Mason does take second base on the pitch. Good job. And here's the pitch, and he hits that well, right at me. And here we go. That ball is right at me. And Eden is going to pull up at second base. And Jax is going to score. Great piece of hitting, Eden. That was a bomb. We're going to have a balk. So Eden is going to go to third base there. The 0-0 to Saya. And that's going to miss high. Here comes the 2-0. And that is hit well up the middle. And that's going to score Eden and make the score 9-2. Sai is going to have himself a single nice base hit up the middle. Good job, Sai. All right, that's going to bring up Levi, who had a deep one to right field last at bat. We got Sai on first. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that's going to be low. And Sai is going to take second base standing. The 2-1 delivery. And that's going to be over his head. Sai gets a good read and scoots on into third base easily. All right, here comes, I believe, the 3-1. And that's going to be ball 4. All right, that's going to bring up Austin, aka Smalls here. Got runners at first and third. Here's the pitch. And that is hit well into right field, but it is caught. And Levi was stealing on the pitch, and they're going to double him up. So that's going to be 2 outs. Good play there, right field. So that is going to bring up my 9-year-old son, Rocco, also known as Bam Bam here. And he looks at strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. And he hits a rocket back to the pitcher, who gloves it. Can't do anything about that, son. Nothing you can do about that. Good hit, boy. All right, so this is going to be Clayton still pitching here in the top of the third. Scores 9-2, the 0-0, and he spikes that one. And the 3-1 delivery. And that's going to miss up and in, it looked like. So that's going to be a walk, a leadoff walk to start the third inning for Harlan baseball. So here comes the second batter, showing bunt. Clayton pitches, he pulls back, And they try to back pick to first, but the runner is back safely. Here is the 1-1. And that is hit in the air here into center field. Austin throws in, and that's going to be there. Okay, so I don't know how much I got that on camera. It was an awkward position for me. But that ball was down here into center field. Austin was hugging the right more. Rocco wasn't playing over as much as he was earlier, so that was a big gap. All right, so now we got no outs. Runners on first and third. Harlan Baseball has something going here in the top of the third. So Clayton delivers, and no call on the close pitch, maybe just on the inside there, so it's going to be 1-0. Here comes the payoff pitch, and struck him out, so that's going to be 1 out. Runners remain at second and third. All right, so we got 1 out here. Runners on second and third. Clayton pitching still. And the 0-0 delivery. And that is hit on the ground. And that gets through. Austin does field it. He holds it. And that's going to score 2 runs. That's going to make the score 9-4. Grit over Harlan Baseball currently. All right, a little bit of a reset. Runner on first now, 1 out. Scores 9-4. So Clayton delivers, and runner does hold. All right, here comes the 2-0 from Clayton. And that is hit on the ground and fielded to second, trying to turn it, but that's not going to be in time, but they do get the out at second. Great play, Josiah and Mason. Good try on the double play. All right, so now Clayton is working with 2 outs and a runner on first. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to miss inside. Runner does hold. The 1-1 delivery. And that is hit in the air. Rocco tracking, and he does make the catch. Great job, Rocco. That's going to be 3 outs. Excellent job. Way to go, Grit. All right, Clayton leading off the bottom of the third inning here. Grit up 9-4 currently. And Clayton looks at a ball high to start out the at-bat. All right, here is the 3-0 delivery to Clayton. And Clayton is going to start the inning off with a walk. And the 1-0 is going to watch that. And Clayton is going to slide in hard at second base. Looked like it might have hurt his ankle or foot a little bit, but he seems like he's okay. He came in hot. It's either 1-1 or 2-0 here, not sure. And the pitch. And he hits that to shortstop, who catches it, and Clayton's caught off the base there, and they're going to get a double play. Great play there, shortstop. Not a whole lot you can do about that, Clayton. That's going to bring up Jax, who looks at ball 1 to start his at bat. And Jax pulls that one down the line, and it looks like it's going to be foul. Yep, over the fence. And it's grabbed by his dad and just hucked back over. Attaboy, Ronnie. Jax's dad with a nice play, hucking that thing back. He didn't want that foul ball from his son anyway. Throw it back, throw it back. Here comes the 1-1. And Jax does hit that, and it's gonna be caught by the center fielder. Excellent play there, number 2. And that's gonna be 3 outs. So we're gonna go into the top of the 4th. Grit up 9-4. All right, now we got the top of the 4th inning here. We've got Josiah Martinez coming in to pitch. We call him Gummy Bear. Let's go, Saya. Let's get 3 outs. But saving Clayton's arm for tomorrow and bringing Josiah in. He gets a ground ball. It's picked up after, and he's going to be out at first base, it looks like. Mason did bobble that a little bit, but he was able to corral it and get the out. Good job, Mason. Second batter with 1 out. And that's going to miss outside, making the count 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and that is hit and fielded. And that's going to be out at second base. Who made that play? Clayton? Yep, that was Clayton there at second base. So 3 pitches and 2 outs for Saya to start off the 4th inning here. Great job. So that is going to bring up the 3rd batter here. 0-0 pitch with 2 outs. And that's going to be swung and fouled back to the backstop there. Here comes another 1-2 delivery from Saya. And that is hit on the ground. Fielded nicely by Clayton. thrown to first, and that's going to be 3 outs. Nice 1-2-3 inning for Saya. Grit coming in. Let's go score some runs, boys. The score is 9-4 going into the bottom of the 4th. It looks like we are actually out of time. Grit is not going to hit because that's going to be the ball game. So Grit is going to win 9-4. They're going to finish the day 2-0. They won the first game 7-3, and this one 9-4. Great job, Grit. Way to go 2-0 again in pool play. And we'll see what the bracket brings us tomorrow. See you guys next week. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video. Great job, Grit. Good job, boys.